Hey boo hey, welcome back to my channel. Today guys, you all know what day it is. It's Friday and today is my Friday top 5s. For my newbies, every Friday I try to do my top 5 favorite product of some sort. It doesn't necessarily have to be my top 5 favorite items that I've been using. It's just my Friday top 5s. What I've been loving for the week or what I love like overall. Before we get into the video, if you are new and you enjoy these type of videos, make sure that you give me a like, thumbs up, share my videos to help a sister out, subscribe to my channel, and we can go ahead and get into the tutorial. So let's go. So today's Friday top 5s is going to be Bronnzers. I know as a woman of color, sometimes you might be like, oh, well, what do you use to bronze? Like, I know, like, to bronze, I actually will have a tutorial up next week on how I highlight. So if you want to see how I get my bronze look, make sure that you leave me a comment down below so that I know that that's something that you will be interested in. I also have a skincare and my favorite buns tutorial coming up as well. So let's just hop into the first item. I do have 2 drugstore and 3 2 drugstore and 3 high-end, so that's top 5. 2 creams and 3 powders, I think. Yeah, 2 creams and 3 powders. I'm almost certain that this is the most expensive, but I'm going to start with the most expensive. This bad boy. This is the Marc Jacobs Tantric. Yeah. This is the Marc Jacobs Tantric bronzer. It's in the shade 102. It's their original mega bronzer, and like next to my face, look at how big that is. This is probably like my favorite bronzer, especially in the summertime. It's not too overly pigmented where you kind of look like you did too much. Like, all right, girl, that's not real bronzing going on. It's that perfect bronze where even if you use a lot, you can still look good using it. So this is definitely a staple in my collection. It's a little pricey, but I do think that like with the size of it, it's worth it. So I do highly recommend, if you're in the market to splurge, to check out this bronzer. And another great thing is like there's like this huge mirror. Like, hi guys. Like, it's a huge mirror. Like, I can see my entire face with this. It's bomb. I'm sorry, that's Callie. So that's how that worked out. So since that was so expensive, I'm going to go into more of the affordable, more along the lines of an affordable bronzer. So this is a cream bronzer. I use this to cream bronze and contour. This is the Wet n Wild contour stick. This is in the shade Where's Walnut. I also use, like, if I just want to have like a really natural bronze shade, I also use Call Me Maple. So that's these 2 right here. These are great cream bronzers. It's really hard to mess up with these. What I like to do is I like to put them directly on this brush right here. This is an e.l.f. brush. This is the 103 brush, so it's just like an angled. Mine is filthy. Please excuse that. I hate cleaning my brushes, I swear. So what I do is I take them, I pretty much scrape the top, and I put it on this brush, and I just buff it into my cheeks. This is before I apply any powder. It just gives you this really natural bronzy contour look. Most people think that when you use a cream product that the contour is going to be harsh, and that's actually the opposite. When you use a cream product, it actually looks more like skin. Like, it actually looks more like your face is chiseled and pulled down, and it helps bring this area in, which is what in turn gives you that look. So that's what you want when you're looking for a cream bronzer. So if you don't want to splurge on something that's too expensive, that's a great alternative. You can find it at your local drugstore. It is perfect for cream bronzing. Now, the next product, I'm also going to stay in the drugstore side of things. This is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder. This is in the shade C8 Coco. I use this to bronze because it's couple of shades darker than my skin. It's actually a powder foundation, I believe. Yeah, I think this is a powder foundation. But because of that, I feel like that's what gives it its blendability. That's why it's so easy to blend, because you know, foundations are typically made easier to blend. This has like a mirror and a sponge that you can see I clearly never use. So it has like a two-sided thing, and this is the product that you get. How many grams? You get 9.5 grams of product. So I think that if you are trying to save money and you want a really nice bronzer, this is a good way to go, just because it's a foundation, so you're bound to find your shade. L'Oreal tends to be really good with their shade ranges, so if you can find a shade that works for you, I highly recommend it. This is a really nice brown shade. I think it blends out really nicely, so I'm just gonna swatch it right there. And as you can see, it's like, it's not too dark. When I rub it in, it's just like, it gives you like that perfect bronze. And I use this only for bronzer. I won't use it to contour. For contour, I would like to use something that's a little more cool tone. But with that, I feel like it has the perfect balance of warmth and coolness to it. So it's kind of in that neutral area. And I think it pairs really well with most blushes and highlights. So that is why I picked that one. For my next cream product, this is going to be on the higher end of things. This is the Fenty Beauty. This is the matte Matchsticks. You guys know this is probably like my favorite product of all time. As you can see, it gets plenty of love. I mean, yeah, like I love this bad boy so. This is more of like a drier formula, if you will. I think it works well on top of cream products, as well as if you have already powdered your skin and you place this on that exact same e.l.f. brush that I showed you and place it on top of the powder, it still goes on smooth because it dries down to like a powder finish, which is why I think it works really well on top of powders as well as creams. So this is, of course, more expensive than the Wet n Wild, but this is my all-time favorite, top of the line, favorite cream bronzer of all times. I think I was considering getting a cooler one. Like, I think it's called Espresso. There's one that's Espresso and it's a little more cool tone for contouring. But for now, I think that this is like the perfect cream bronzer if you're looking for something more on the high end of things. Again, if you all want a video on how I do that, let me know. So my last bronzer is going to be a powder, and it is a high-end powder. It's not expensive as Marc Jacobs, but not as inexpensive as L'Oreal. This is the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion, and that is this bad boy right here. This is in the shade 351, and I love this bronzer to death. Like, it's really hard to hit pan with these, and it's really hard to like get too much product. When I use this, if you are someone who is heavy-handed, this bronzer is going to be your best friend, because it's almost impossible to go overboard. Like, honestly, I could probably even, like right now, this let me just show you. I'm taking this brush. I am going ham. I didn't even wear this bronzer today, but look. It just gives you the perfect amount of warmth, and it's almost impossible to overdo it. Like, it doesn't look orange. It just gives you a nice warmth to the skin. This bronzer is everything. I think that if I had to choose out of these 5, this would probably be the one that I wear the most. Like, these two I could wear every day. These can be in my everyday routine, and I'd be good to go. 100%. Hundos to mundos, 100%. Yes. So that wraps up my Friday top 5s. I hope you all enjoyed this Friday favorites video. My room is a mess, so I need to go clean. Friday top 5s. If you all want to see how I got this look, just make sure that you stay tuned to my channel. Make sure that you hit the notification bells, because this look will be coming up next week for Valentine's Day preparations. If you are new and you enjoyed this video, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. It really helps my channel out and I would really appreciate it. Follow me on my social media so we can stay up to date on everything. And until next time, beauties, mwah, stay blessed.